Hey guys, it's Brandon here. Sorry I look crappy. It's past 11 and I am tired and I've been hanging out with friends all day and a lot has went down today, and I'm just going to talk to you guys about that because honestly I feel like if I don't talk about this with you guys, then that's just me lacking the connection I want to have with YouTube and you guys and all that good jazz. So if I go like that, it's because I got this new vape a while ago, and the highest setting is 4.3. I don't know if you can see that. Probably not. My camera's not gonna focus. But it's at 4.3-60 watts. And my lungs aren't used to all the smoke-ish. I mean, I've been doing this for a year, but never this high. And so I was like, let's excuse me. Let's try and, see how long I can breathe in for with it. And I held it in for 6 seconds. That might not seem long, I promise you, but when you're inhaling a lot of smoke, that's pretty damn long. And so I started coughing, just like so I'm trying not to be too loud. It's quiet time. People trying to get ready for bed for tomorrow, school and stuff, and all that good, awesome nonsense. But I'm gonna just try that for y'all, so y'all. And see, that's probably about a 3-second hold. And when you hold it down, it does tell you the seconds. And so, like I said, it's a lot of smoke that comes in to your lungs. And I was like, so if I go, that's just me, clearing myself to talk to you guys. I just wanted to get out of the way real quick. I'm not sick or nothing, not carrying no diseases or nothing. I really have a headache right now, I'm sorry. But, so my day was crazy. The past few months have been crazy. Not even 2 months ago, I moved down here. I think it's been like a month now. I moved down here in a whole different state, left my family, left my whole life behind. About 3-4 months ago, I graduated high school. It's so much going on right now, and it's crazy. And I'm just gonna be real with you guys. I'm very like to break the stigma around self-harm, and like to break the stigma around depression and anxiety and all these other mental illnesses that people have. And I'm very like, you can get help, you can do this, you got this, don't give up, your life's worth it, all that jazz. But sometimes life just gets the best of us. Sometimes life just gets really, really hard. And we break. We're humans. We break. So what I guess I'm trying to get at is I relapsed in self-harm about 2 weeks ago, and I went and I hid it from everyone because I was ashamed of it. And this is, like I said, it's a whole other topic, whole other video that I already made. I just haven't posted yet. It's all just crazy. But my boyfriend found out because he's a genius or something like that. I was doing really, really good at hiding it. At least I think anyways. But like I said, that's another video. I'll explain that later. Just keep an eye out for those videos that are coming up. I have 2 more coming out here soon. Well, he ended up finding out. He's like, well, you should go get help. And I was just like, ugh, I really don't want to, because I volunteer at the counseling center here. And the counseling center is the only place we could really go to talk to someone, because where I'm at, it's a very small town. The majority of people who live in this small town are college students. There's bigger cities around us, but our towns around us, or whatever you want to call it. I'm just going to put my leg up, sorry. But what was I gonna, oh yeah, so there's not very many places to talk, and we have like a hospital like legit right up the street. And well, so I had my first therapy session today. I was really freaking out. I think I mentioned it in my videos, one of them, about it, how I was scared and stuff. And well, I was very open with this therapist about, she asked why I was here. I was like, I've been doing self-harm. Depression's really got to me. My anxiety's been through the roof. I relapsed. And she's asking questions like how, and how long ago, and just, you know, my history, I guess, and it was kind of awkward for me, you know. And it's like at this point before going in, I was so scared. My anxiety was like choo, 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 choo. And so she made me take these 2 tests, one for anxiety and one for depression. Basically, it's just to see how bad it is and where I stand on the scale of 1 to 4. 4 meaning you're slightly there to nothing, and then so on. I mean, not 4. 1 meaning you're there to nothing. 4 meaning it's very severe. Severe. I feel like I don't say that right. Severe. Whatever. But, so I took both of them. She, you know, did what she had to do to get my results. I got a 4. I got the lowest 4 you could get, but I still got a 4. And in that case, if, she may fill out this form. Basically, it's like, it says like all these questions so you to know you, like your phone number, your contact emergency number, all that good jazz. And one of the questions that it said is that they look at is, are you suicidal or having suicidal thoughts? Well, I put no, because I wasn't at the moment, or today, or yesterday, or the day before, or you get the point, you know. And so I circled no. Basically, at that point, though, with getting 2 very high 4s, that means my anxiety is very severe, my depression is very severe. We're dealing with a very severe case here. She could have called the police department if I was suicidal, and she's mandatory to call the police department, because here they call the police department, and then the police bring you to the hospital to test you there to see if you should be locked up in the psych ward. Well, since I wasn't suicidal, she couldn't, you know, do that. But I do have an appointment Monday with the doctors at the hospital. And they're basically going to test me to make sure that I am not a danger to myself or a danger to others, and just make sure that I shouldn't be in the psych ward. But the problem with that is people be telling me the only way they're going to put you in the psych ward is if you're suicidal. That is not true at all. I was in the psych ward, I mentioned this in one of my videos, about a year ago to a year and a half ago. It wasn't that long at all. I think it was probably about a year ago now. But I was in the psych ward. I think it's been a little over a year. I don't remember. It was like August. It's past August, so yeah. A little over a year now. But what was I saying? Forgot what I was saying. Oh yeah, that's what I was saying. Okay. So, but when I got put in the psych ward there, I didn't get put in there because I was in there a few times. But I got put in there for the main reason, for self-harming. And so they do put you in there if you're a danger to yourself, and self-harming is most definitely one of them. It was just, it wasn't a bad experience. I had a good time there, I guess you could say, but just the whole fact of being there was very uncomfortable and very surreal, I guess, and I really never wanted to go back. And so ever since then, I've been very, very good with what I say and who I say and what I do and who I let in, because my fear is going back. And so I just really hope at this point that they just put me on medicine and that they don't go and try to put me in there, because I'm going to be like devastated if they do, because like I'm in college, you guys. I can't miss class. I've already missed class enough because of my depression, because I don't get out of bed. Like, I can't miss. So I think they only keep you for about a week. But if they don't think you're ready to go out in a week, then they're going to keep you for another week. And if you're not ready to go out that week, then they're going to keep you another week. The more you don't improve, the longer they keep you. And the psych ward is different from the one I've been to, because I was back in Iowa at that psych ward, and now I'm not in Iowa. And I'm just really stressed, and I'm really scared, and my anxiety is really high. And she's like, just calm down, take care of yourself, be good to yourself. Like, lady, you expect me to be good, you expect me to be calm to myself, when you're basically telling me there's a damn good chance I could go back in that psych ward. She made me do this paper for them. And I also had my boyfriend do one because we're supposed to have someone else do one too. Sorry, I have a hanger. We're supposed to have someone else do too. So we kind of went over our answers together. We're like, he just did his answers, I just did my answers, but I see what answers he put. I didn't persuade him in any sort of kind of way to put a certain answer. I was like, you know, be honest. I don't give a shit if I get mad. I don't care. I can't really show you a lot because I don't want you to see. This is what it looks like. On this side right here is my personal info. You don't need that. But like I said, this is just questions. And to open it up, and this is where he writes questions. He kind of made it I didn't actually read these on his, so I was just like, they made them kind of different because this is about he, she, you know, and so he answered them. 0 being not at all, not true. 2 being yes, very true. This is what mine looked like. Mine was a me perspective. I'm not going to show you the front page, but this is what mine looked like from the inside. And this is what his looked like from the inside. So as you can see, complete difference. Some questions were different than others, but they kind of were all based on the same thing. Like one of them that I had to read were, I'm just gonna give you a few so you know, like I am too forgetful, and like 0 to 2. 0 meaning not at all, 2 being very. I'm pretty honest. I'm afraid. I think I might do something bad. I am poorly. Don't know what that says, but clumsy. Basically, you're clumsy. I get in fights a lot. I lie or cheat. Do I work well with others? Do I get along with other students? By the way, there's 126 questions here. Do I talk too much? Do I tease others? Do I have a lot of temper? Do I think about sex too much? Do I threaten to hurt other people? Do I like to help other people? Am I unhappy, depressed? Am I louder than others? Do I think I'm disorganized? I feel that I can't succeed. I tend to lose things. I like to try new things. I wish I were the opposite sex. I'm very self-conscious. I'm easily embarrassed. I sleep more than other people. I have problems sleeping. I have a speech problem. I stand up for my rights. Behavior is interchangeable. I steal. I'm easily bored. You know, those are just like 27 out of the freaking 126. And that these were like alcohol questions and like, have you used tobacco in the last 6 months? How many times per day do you think you use it? In the past 6 months, how many days were you drunk? In the past 6 months, how many days did you use drugs for unmedical purposes? I told him to be very honest, and as you can clearly see, he is being very honest here. Like this one says, please describe, I feel comfortable telling you on this slide. Please describe any concerns that you have about him. That shirt has a box where it says no concerns, or you could write down right here. If they have any concerns, he put, can be lazy, always put yourself down. I was just reading other stuff that he wrote, but those were just one of them. And so he, like I said, he was very honest. He didn't go based off my answers. I didn't go based off his answers. I did mine before him. So, and we're supposed to do it in black pen, so there's no way to change your answers. So I can't go like erase it and change it to something that I want. Or he can't go and change mine. So basically, these papers, I guess, all determine whether I'm gonna be locked up or not. And clearly, we were both honest. I was as honest as possibly could get. I just hope that they decide to put me on medicine instead of getting locked up, because I really don't want to get locked up. And this video is also 2 minutes long, and I really did not mean it to make it this long. So I'm gonna go now. You guys have a wonderful night. You guys just stay chill. Remember, everyone's facing. Everyone is facing their own fights. So just remember that. Remember that you're beautiful and you're wonderful and you're worthy and you're important, and you know that beauty isn't everything. Looks aren't everything, you know? Like, look at me. Like, I could be like, but that don't mean I'm like a really bad person. I mean, yes, I'm not gorgeous or nothing. I ain't a model, but that doesn't mean my insides, my heart isn't wonderful. So don't judge a book by its cover. That means don't judge people by their cover. Don't judge people by their looks, because you are beautiful inside and out, no matter what anyone else says. I think you are beautiful and gorgeous and handsome and whatever you prefer to go by. Just ugly is not one of them, so don't try me. Okay, well, I'm gonna go, guys. I love you. Bye.